Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of Mike Reviews It All. Today I'm going to be talking about a story in the news I find fascinating and personally a little ridiculous. It's from Ottawa, Canada, Carleton University. They recently removed the scales from the locker rooms in the gym, and I'm just going to read you a quote from their manager of wellness. This is the guy in charge of their fitness programs. His name is Bruce Marshall. He says, "We don't believe being fixated on weight has any positive effect on your health and well-being," he told the college newspaper. And the name of the college newspaper is actually the Charlatan. I thought that was quite humorous. Um, Come on, guys. People need to be able to weigh. No one's forcing people to get on a scale and weigh. Personally, I think this is a little ridiculous. You can tell me in the comments if you think you have a good point for removing the scale. Let me know. If you agree with me, let me know in the comments, as usual. But so here's a quote from one of their students. Says, defending the removal of the scales as the fastest tools that they are. Scales are very triggering. I think people are being insensitive because they simply don't understand. They don't understand that eating disorders aren't a choice, that they are actually a serious illness. Yes, eating disorders are a very serious illness. One of the most serious eating disorders that completely overshadows every other eating disorder, not just in the United States and Canada right now, but in the world, is obesity. So we know there's a lot of obese people here. What about in Canada? Obesity levels for adults in Canada are over 25% compared to 18% for those considered to be developed countries. This is as measured by the Organization for Economic Development, who also had a huge article on how they felt that the impact of the recession was increasing obesity because people are no longer as able to buy healthier foods, and they can buy a lot cheaper foods with a lot more calories in them. And I don't doubt that there's a lot of truth to that. The scales thing, I think, is a little ridiculous, but so this director, this manager of wellness, Bruce Marshall, so he told these students, instead of getting on the scales, you need to take measurements of the four major parts of your body that give you a better definition of wellness, which would be your waist, this little skin underneath your arm there, your neck, and a thigh measurement. If these kids are triggered by getting onto a scale, do you really think they're going to take the time to record all the measurements on their body, write all these things down, and keep track of these? Do you think this is going to stress them out even more? If I found 4 more ways to tell me how fat I am, I might just get stressed out and give up and go to McDonald's. But Carleton University doesn't just stop here on their battle against fascism. So these are just rumors from their newspaper, but I hear they are also banning mirrors. The math department is getting in on this. They're going to ban the words difference, greater than, less than, and just keep the words equal. All numbers are equal, just like people. All numbers are equal. There's no difference in numbers. They've also petitioned the country of Mexico to remove the letter R from their language because just rolling that R is very difficult. R's. So, some people just can't do that, and they feel very triggered by the fact that they can't roll that R. So kudos to them for a huge step in progressivism. Not really. I don't know about the math department and the petition to Mexico, but it wouldn't surprise me after the scale triggering. A lot of the students aren't against it. A lot of the students are very sane. So that's why I didn't mention the name of this student, because I feel like they're just a bunch of brainwashed individuals that are kind of locked up in a institution that's past its time and doesn't do a whole lot for helping their students and teaching them to be ready in the world, but really does a lot more to brainwash them in their ideology. Much like an MSNBC or a Fox News. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope if this interests you or intrigues you, you'll look up the article. You can go onto Huffington Post and look up this article on Carleton University. I think I hit the major talking points. But just so you can look at that and form your own opinion on this. Glad to be with you today. Thank you for tuning in, and have a great day.